Okay, so kids, how many priests do you know? You know one priest. How about you? Rosemary, how many? One? Okay. Layla, one? But you know only one also, Sia? Okay. Do you think there are other priests? Who, by the way, who is that priest? Who's the priest that you know? Oh, me. Oh, it's me. Okay. Do you think there are other priests like me? There are? No? There's none other like me? Wow! I'm really special, right? No, I'm not that special, kids, actually. I'm not special. I am exactly like many, many others. And this past week, I was gone. I wasn't in Duluth. I was actually in a very nice place. It's called Florida. Have you heard of Florida? Yeah, you have? Yeah, Naples, Florida. I've never been to a place like that. The weather was really nice. And I was there not alone, but I was there together with other priests. Other priests from all over the country. Priests from Florida who came in from just like 15 minutes away. What? Yeah, I know. That's amazing, isn't it? But there were priests from Minnesota, like me. I had to fly for about 4 hours with an airplane to get there. And there were priests from New York. Have you heard of that city, New York? Yeah. And there were priests from Los Angeles. Have you heard of that city? Yeah. And there were even priests from Alaska. What? Yes. Alaska. That's like so far. Yeah. Yeah, people do live in Alaska. Yeah. You guys know Greta. You see Greta over there? That's where she's from. Yeah. I know she's been here a long time. Longer than some of you have been alive. Yeah. And people live in Alaska, and even priests like me live in Alaska. There's many cities in Alaska, and priests from all over the country came together. How many priests do you think there were? 5. 5? Well, let's try another one. 10 trillion? Well, maybe not quite that many. 15, Colette, how many priests do you think there were? It's hard to guess between, 10 trillion and 5. There's a lot of numbers. There were over 300. Over 300 priests who are just like me. But they're not totally like me. When you have 300 people all together, 300 men all together, let me ask you something. Do you think there were some of them who were really short? Yeah, you're right. There were some of them that were really short. Do you think that there were some of them that were really tall? Yes, some of them were really tall. Some of them were really skinny, some really big. Some had really blonde hair, like you. Some had really black hair, like Elroy's jacket. Yep. Some had red hair. Do you think there were priests with freckles? Yes. Yep, there were even priests with freckles. Yes. You know what? There were even a few priests, about 4 or 5 priests, who didn't speak English. They spoke Greek. One of them spoke Greek and French and German and Spanish and Italian, but not English. And some of them had skin like me, you see. Some of them had really, really white skin, and some of them had really, really black skin. Like your sweet jacket, yes, yes. The sermon is all about Calvary. So, what do you think was happening there when all of these priests got together? And all of these priests were very different. You heard me say how different they were, right? And you know what? There were even some priests, many priests like soccer, like me, you guys know I like soccer. Some of them didn't like soccer. That's their opinion, you're right. But that's not a good thing. You can't not like soccer. You know I'm kidding, right? Yeah. Yeah. A lot of them like golf, but none of them is very good. They're not good. No, they're terrible. Your dad, I know your dad is very good at golf. Yeah. So, kids, all of these priests got together. All of us were together, and some of us have seen each other many, many times, but only every 2 years like this. And we miss each other because we like spending time together. But there were also some really young priests. Yes, there were some really young priests, and there were some really old priests. There was one priest who came who was 84. And there was one who came who was 24. That's really young. Yeah. Do you know that guy is half my age? I'm double his age. Most of them were like me. I'm like this. Yeah. So, what do you think we did? When all these priests were all so different, what do you think we did when we got together? What do you think, Emma? You don't know? Can you take a guess? Do you think we had fun? Yes. We actually did have a lot of fun. Do you think maybe we prayed? Yeah. Yes, we prayed too. Do you think we learned something? Yeah. Yeah? You think we did? Yeah. There was one priest from Australia who came. And yeah, he was not from the United States. What? He was from Australia, and he taught us some really amazing things. Do you think we talked together? Yeah. Do you think we ate together? Yeah. Did you talk about kangaroos? You know, we did. They do, and you're right. We should have talked about kangaroos. We did not. But I tell you what we talked about. We did talk about dolphins. I got to see dolphins in the water, not in a zoo or an aquarium. They were in the water, and I saw them. Yeah, they were big dolphins, and there was like a big family of them, babies and tall ones. So we talked a little bit about dolphins, and we were even on the beach together. Yeah, and we went swimming, and then we went back and we did some other lessons. Why do you think we did that, kids? I mean, these priests from like even Alaska and Australia, why would I care about them? I live in Duluth, right? I'm here with you every Sunday, almost, right? Why would I care about those other priests? Let's think about that one. Because they're my friends, but some of them I don't even know. Because I don't know everybody. Because I was York and Florida, they pray the same way we do. So you know, kids, when I pray over here at the altar, I pray the same way that all those other priests that I spent a couple of days with last week, they're also praying the same thing at the same time. Do you pray when you're in the pews with your parents? Yeah? And when you come for communion, you come and you say a little prayer in your mind, right? And you want Jesus to be inside of you, right? You are praying the exact same way that other kids pray in other churches, even in Australia, and all over the world. Isn't that amazing? That people like us pray in this way, and it never stops. That's how we know, kids, that we are all one. We are all one church. Can you say that with me? We are one church. But what makes us one church? Or I should say, who makes us one church? Can you take a guess? He's a person and God that we speak about a lot. That's right, honey. Jesus Christ is who makes us one church, all over the place. Jesus does that. Beautiful. You like that, Amy? Yeah? You like that? That's beautiful. Okay, kids, come on up for the Our